Hold on. Yo, Don P, you can hear me?
Yes, sir.
It was two. It was two of y'all. It was two Don P's. All right. Yeah, man. So, what you think about the topic I put up there, man? I'm speaking on like these young kids. That's like, it seems like they in cults and stuff. They acting funny. They not the same how they used to be. You know, like just some crazy shit. Okay, let me see.
All right. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. So I was basically saying, what's your thought on the topic? This is my first topic I'm gonna speak about, like, cause like these young kids, man, like they like acting strange, and it's like they aligning themselves with strange older people. Like I'm thinking like they in some type of cult or something. That's just how I'm feeling. Like with French Dose's channel, not trying to really bring that man name up, but he got like 16-year-old and then 13-year-old. So what's your thoughts on that?
Well, this kid probably don't really have nobody to look up to, or really don't know guidance in his life, and it's obviously that's why he's here on these channels. Um, I don't know whether he's looking for attention, or trying to get
Yeah,
involved in grown folks stuff. But quite honestly, I don't think he should be there. And
right.
and as you were saying, as some of these kids in a cult, I don't know if you was relating to young or youth in general, or just certain people.
Yeah, like the young youth, like the kids that's like lost, like they don't really have nothing, and then a lot of people, like a lot of weirdos, they come like find these kids and like, put them in like cults and stuff and change their whole lifestyle. It could be bad majority of the times. Like a perfect example, like the girl named Lil Tay, if you ever heard of her, you know, like the social media could really get to these kids and change their life. So I'm thinking like somebody made a came to her. I think her brother put her up to that. Her brother, they wanted fame, so I guess they came along with this person and they made her do all this thing just to get famous. So that's what I'm saying. Like,
Correct. I'm not too familiar with who you're speaking about, but people have to understand, man. We living in a digital world now, and you have to relate this to the energies that come through that screen. First of all, this artificial light is not good for you because, like I said, it's artificial light,
yeah,
and this social media stuff. Like you say, yeah, a lot of people do it for fame. That's because they might not be getting the proper attention, in
right.
their natural environment. So they seek for attention on a platform, not knowing that this is a fake world. This
Yeah,
is not real. You
yeah.
know.
A lot of people will use you too and say they have your back just to make a living off of you. You know.
Correct. And as you notice, these are called channels. That's related to channeling. You don't know what you're channeling. You
Yeah.
know, energies could be coming through the screen, and just like when you get even though you're talking to a screen, or when you speak with certain people or get into a debate, you could feel, you get nervous, your adrenaline starts rushing. Those are signs that this is having an impact on you physically.
Yeah.
You understand? And
Yeah.
especially,
I like to interview the homie YND one day. I think he need to come to a channel where it's like I'm not gonna say it's all positive, but at least it got majority of positive. Like, and if even if he comes on here, I just want to speak on positive things. As I'm saying, like me and him are both teenagers. Well, I'm a young adult, but I could give him a little game. Because I feel like he over there chastised by Dose. And Dose just letting him do whatever. And that stuff go get caught up to him. Like the homie Carlos already said, he got Titus O'Neil talking to him. It's like, and then he's hiding, and it's like that's not cool.
that's a perfect example. As it relates to Carlos, Carlos have certain conditions,
Yeah,
that, And I believe people like that shouldn't really be in this YouTube stuff.
Yeah,
Because when you
most definitely. Because a lot of people on this YouTube stuff, they say some meaningful stuff, and I could take it, but not a lot of people could take it.
correct, and you see that this goes back to that negative energy. You
Yeah,
jumped on here attacking somebody with negative energy, and you know what? All that negative energy came back to you.
exactly. You reap
So
what you sow at the same time.
exactly, you reap what you sow. So even though it's horrible what he experienced, but
Yeah,
you need to know what you're getting yourself into before you get into it.
that's right.
And like going back to the situation with Dose, you know why a lot of people attracted to that channel is because of the
Yeah,
energy that's radiated from everybody on there. So that attracts you. It also attracted me. I jumped into the situation, you
yeah,
know. So even those that know can fall for the okey doke sometimes. That's why I fell back. And if you look at my page, I took all my videos down because you know why? I don't want negative energy radiated towards me.
yeah. Like,
You know,
I'm just trying to push my stuff really positive, to be honest. Like, I don't really do videos on that man no more. It's like I moved on from that. I want my channel to be about, you know, growing the young youth. 'Cause it seems like the young generation is just lost nowadays. It's like, especially in my city, it's like the young youth only know how to shoot a gun. They don't have no OGs around to teach them. They don't have no mom. They don't have no dad. They're in foster homes. So it's like some of these youngsters, they like either selling their soul or, giving their life away or taking somebody else's life. That's probably
cor-
trying to change.
correct. You're absolutely right. They have no guidance. They have no guidance.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. So
see,
that's
it's
why
a
I
tough.
just that's why I just wanted to spread. But I'm gonna switch another topic. But salute to the people that is here. I'm gonna switch to another topic. I'm gonna change the banner up though.
All right. And if and relating to the code stuff, it's almost like if they're code, if they're all listening to the same music or involved in the same things and reacting to these things the same. So it's almost like a cult because that's the root word for culture, you know. So
Yeah,
they get involved in this ignorant culture in the streets, and since they lack the proper guidance that they need, so this is what they fall into. I fell victim of the same thing when I was 13 years old. My father went to jail for 10 years. So
same here.
and my mother was working trying to make a living for us. So I was left for the streets to raise me. So I was raised by the gangsters in the street or the hip hop artists, and it all leads to negativity because people in the street are out doing negative things, like selling drugs or robbing people or just hating other people in general when there's no need to hate another person.
Exactly.
So that all has an effect on you.
Yeah. I got another topic I'm gonna put up right now. It said, Do you think we need ownership in the Black and Latino community?
Yes, I think especially more in the black community because where I live there's a lot of Hispanics, a lot of Mexicans, and these Mexicans have a lot of
Yeah.
businesses.
I also wanted to put out like a lot of these Mexicans, they get together, they work. I think we do need it more in the black community because a lot of people in that black community is like we hate each other for no reason. And Tazo had a live yesterday. I was on Tazo live, and a lot of people were speaking on this. It's like we don't really have no ownership because you see back in like the 60s and the 50s, a lot of people from the black community had their own businesses, their own clerk stores, their own grocery stores. But like moving on to like the 70s and the 80s until now, is like you see Arabs in the black community, you see Asians in the black community, taking over the stores.
Correct. Just like in your black community, you see other people from other nationalities come and
Yeah,
open up shops, right? All
yeah,
right. This is because you have to look at them. We as a people in the ghettos, we're not focused because the opportunities are there for us. but we choose not to take these opportunities. We're choosing to fuck around. You understand?
Exactly.
So if everybody took a step back and look how these other people that have it together react, it's usually unity. You know what I mean? You see a family structure in these Mexican families,
Yeah,
and you see the way they interact with each other, the way they hang out with each other. And I'm not saying that they don't go Mexican against Mexican, but it's it's a little bit different. It's not as bad as it is in the black community. So what I'm telling the black community, take an example from the other nationalities and the other
exactly.
people that are coming into your communities. These are your communities, but you're not doing
Exactly.
nothing about these communities. All you're doing
Exactly.
is looking for the easy way out, to rob the next person or to take something from the
Exactly.
next person. That
And I
doesn't
think,
last. That don't last long. You
yeah,
understand?
and a lot of our black folks, they like to sell their soul. They like to work for the companies that the upper class people work in, and then figure like you're not gonna make that much. Start your own business so the money could come to your hands instead of coming to the next man's hands, and he's got to split it up with like 20 workers and stuff. You're not gonna get all that money.
Correct. And another thing is, I know it's easier said than done because a lot of us come from harsh places, but let's
Yeah,
let's let's be honest. There's drug dealers in our community that are making money between two
exactly.
between two drug dealers. If they fighting against each other, they're not going to accomplish nothing. But if two drug dealers, let's say they have 50,000 each in the bank or in the stash, and they come together, they can open a business. You know what I mean? And employ people from the community. And
Yeah,
not only that, you can get off of the selling drugs. Once you get that company started and it starts generating money, that's a way for you to get off the street and
that's
go
right.
legit,
That's
because
right.
that illegal money is not going to last. So take that illegal money. All the hustlers
Exactly.
out there, take that illegal money, man, and turn it into something legit, man. Open your business, and once the business get off the ground, stop hustling, man,
That's
and
right.
go into the workforce.
And
That's another way to look at it, man. You guys are getting money in the streets. Y'all buying $600 Jordans. Y'all buying
yeah,
gold chains.
yeah,
Y'all buying Gucci, Louis.
yeah,
This money you could be invested into your community. You understand?
exactly.
You see, that's a psychological problem because we're here to impress each other. Oh, look at what I
Exactly.
got. Look at what you don't got. No, 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 no. Hold on a second. Y'all going about it the wrong way. Y'all
Exactly.
need to unite, man, because we do make money, but we spend it on bullshit, and trying to impress the next man.
And I'm gonna keep it real with you. When you look at them white folks, and I ain't trying to be biased, and when you look at them white folks, they not really dressing like that. They wearing clothes from like the thrift shop and stuff. Like where I be around, I don't really see a lot of white folks wearing the Gucci and stuff. I think a lot of the black people and the rappers, they really promote it more than the really rich people.
Correct. That's psychological warfare. I've rubbed shoulders with billionaires and millionaires. And one time I was talking to a millionaire, right? He drove a BMW, and I
Yeah,
was telling him like, "Yo, why don't you buy yourself a Bentley or something?" He was like, "Look, man." He was like, "You know how I got my money and how I got rich by not spending it."
right.
Now, mind you, this guy has multi-million dollars, and if you look at him, his shoes are run down, his jeans are wore out, his shirts are all stained. Why? Because he doesn't have to impress nobody. He knows who he is. He ain't got to spend his money trying to impress the next person. You understand? And when you flash it, it opens you up because it attracts other people's eyes. What is this guy doing? Let me go see what he's doing. You understand? Hello?
Yeah, I hear you, bro. You speak a fact.
So that's a problem that we're facing right now. So now, like what I told all you drug dealers, man, you can make a change, man. You can get out of these streets before it's too late. If you're ahead of the game and you got money saved up, look into going legit, man, because this dirty money in the streets don't last forever, man. There's not too many success stories of people that slung drugs or did whatever in the street for a long time and made it to live to an old age.
Yeah, man. You giving them the game, man, because a lot of our people, man, we don't understand, which we should, because we can make a lot of money in our community, you know. And I say people that do start their own businesses because I gotta speak on the people that do have their little black companies and stuff. Like they need to stop scamming the community and trying to like charge stuff that's upper. Because the people in the community gonna be like, oh, well, I can just go to the white people and they'll have it for like cheap. Like stop overpricing and scamming. Like King Earner, he had his CMOS and he scammed the homie Tazo. You know, he didn't give him the right amount CMOS and stuff, and it came in late. So it's like we got to stop scamming our community and stuff. Like the whole situation with Umar Johnson and stuff, we just need to stop scamming our community. You know, we need somebody that's legit and real, and we need to start our own stuff.
Correct. This is all psychological warfare. This is all psychological warfare that we have waged on each other.
Right.
So
Yeah, man, it's just crazy, you know, and it's just sad. But to my people out here, you know, start getting into entrepreneurship, man. Like, look at people like Master P, because he came from nothing, and he's like a millionaire, you know.
correct. So if you study Master P, you know they came from the hoods, they came from the bottom,
Yeah,
and with that businessman mentality, even if they started dirty, but so what? You know what? They made a change. They cleaned up their life. Look at where they at now. Look at where
exactly.
he's at now. That's what I'm saying. I know it's easier said than done, but there's money in the community. People are generating money, and they, you know, even if they killing each other, but make a change, man. Put your money together, man. Start a small business. Everybody in the hood buys hats. Everybody in the hood buys t-shirts. Everybody in the hood buys sneakers. So why not take that money and open up our own little shop in your community so you could sell
Right,
hats and sneakers to the
right,
people around you. Keep the money inside the community. You
right,
understand? We
right.
gotta you Another thing, you know, even though I don't promote smoking on none of that, but you know, a smoke shop. You can open up a smoke
Right.
shop in your community. Everybody smokes. Everybody buys blunts, vapes, all of that. You know what I mean?
You could be having your own product instead of going to the store and buying other people's product and making them rich.
Correct. That's what you need to look into. Go, you know, look into who could press up your shirts, and you can sell your shirts in your community. You can even make custom shirts for your community.
I also want to salute Cavalli Kid because that's what he really doing. He doing the whole entrepreneurship thing with his shirts and his merchandise. But I'm thinking like he could be doing way bigger things. Like he could be coming up with cereal boxes. You know, he could be coming up with like, you know, food products. You know, just thinking outside of the box. You know, he could take his shit to like all the way to the top.
Correct. Correct. You know, you got to put your mind into. You have to change our way of thinking of looking how to instead of looking at how to make our next dollar, hustling or killing your brother. You know, try to find alternative ways, man. How to
Yeah,
make a fast dollar. And like I said, you know, it's tough out there. So we know a lot of people are doing dirty, but you could turn that dirty money into clean money and
that's
live
right.
happy the rest of your life. And you once you
Yeah,
go that route, you ain't gotta worry about the people in the hood sticking you up. You ain't gotta worry about the police. You know, it clears your mind. It clears your
right,
mind and opens up opportunities for the next generation and our children.
right. And you know, everybody ain't perfect. You know, everybody gonna make mistakes and do dirt. Like we all got skeletons in our closet. So like people that's out there, you know, drug dealing, hustling, you know, either doing the credit card scams, you know, just be safe out there. But once you make that good amount of money, you know, get out of that game and, you know, and start making money the right way, you know, start coming
Correct.
out with some businesses and, you know, and that's people as a youth, we need to start supporting these businesses because, you know, like we quick to buy designer brands and stuff, but, you know, like start supporting people in the hood, you know, that's coming out with their brands and stuff, you know.
Correct, and not only that, and to like I said, I know it's tough out there. So even in you smaller drug dealers, you got $10,000, $8,000. You know
Right.
that'll hold you down, man. Take a trade in school, go become an electrician, a plumber. You
Yeah.
can become anything you want to be and put your mind to it. You understand? But try to change the game. You know, I know we out there surviving, so that's what we got to do. But when you get that little bit of money, man, take a trade up, man. You know, use that as startup money, not for you to live with, but think of it as just startup money for you to get out of the game.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right, man. You know, to my young youth that's watching this, hearing this, man, listen to what Don P saying, because Don P speaking facts, bro.
And especially everybody in your area and in Chicago, you know what I mean? I haven't been out there, so I don't know what it is. I can only tell you from what I've seen in the streets of New York, man. But your area needs a lot, you know, they need a lot of help. They need a lot of work, man. That's why I don't understand how Donald Trump is telling the governor he's going to send the feds and everybody's against Donald Trump. Why? Because he's trying to clean up the community, because he wants to end the violence.
Yeah.
What's going on here? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What is anybody else trying to do?
Right.
Who else is trying to stop the violence?
No one.
No one.
And to be honest, like, I have faith in the mayor. I have faith in my mayor, but it seemed like she became like just like the rest of them, you know, the rest of them in the politics, you know, like just want to portray this image, you know, like she talked down on, rest in peace, FBG Duck. She talked down on that man and clowned him, saying, "Oh, he's just another one of these gangster rappers." If you watch the Vlad interview with his mother, she told him what happened. And those people that watched him die, they didn't even save that man. That man would have probably been alive to this day. It just shows you how crooked, you know, the system is. And, you know, like a lot of people should be happy that, you know, Trump trying to help. You know, he trying to help. He trying to send people out there because Chicago is a war zone. Everywhere is a war zone, but Chicago is a war zone. Kids dying every day. It's like, it's sad.
You see, this is exactly why I'm telling everybody to pick themselves up, man. You could clean yourselves up, and that's where it starts in the community, because once you clean yourself up, you can help your children. And by helping your children, you know, and making sure your children are knowledgeable and educated, you guys can start seeing who's who in your community, what mayor to vote for, what governor to vote for.
Right.
Stop looking at the TV. You know, people could do research on what this guy said on YouTube and what that guy said on YouTube, but research who is who. What is this guy doing? This guy's been in year 10 in office 10 years. What has he done? Let's get him out of there. You know what I mean? Your mayor's not doing the right thing. Rioting and causing destruction is not going to help anything. Everybody should gather around the governor's house, around the mayor's house, and put pressure on them.
And that's what people did. But guess what she did? She had security around her area, which was fucked up.
All right. Well, if y'all start doing it every night, she's gonna get tired of it. They're gonna get tired of it. They're gonna start listening.
Like, so it just shows you she only care about herself.
Correct. That's the first thing you guys need to do. Look at the other candidates. Forget what the TV is telling y'all about this person, because the TV is gonna lie to y'all. But look at the other candidates. When it's time to vote, it's time to make a change. If she's been there so many years and she hasn't made change, it's time to change it. It's time to put somebody new in office. You understand? But it's
same way with the past mayor. He wasn't really making no change either. So they made a change, but I don't think they made a right change.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You got to study who you guys are going to vote for.
Yeah.
And even if it's the wrong person, don't give them another term. Change them and keep changing them and keep changing them till the right person comes along.
And I think you need to stop voting for people just because they this certain race or this certain type of look. You know, you got to look at their persona.
Correct. And it doesn't cost you a penny to go vote. It doesn't cost anything to make a change. It just takes an effort. It takes an effort from the community to go in there and replace these people. Because if the community is not going over there to replace these people, the situation is not going to change and everything's going to stay the same.
Exactly. I said
year after year.
A lot of people worrying about this whole Trump and Biden situation. I say they really need to vote for the people in their community, because that's important. Because the people in the community, they really got control of these states, the governor, the mayors and stuff, you know.
Exactly. And it's not up to, like I said before, one of the other live, it's not up to Donald Trump to take care of y'all. It's the governor's responsibility.
Exactly. That's why
it's the mayor's responsibility. Everybody's chastising and pointing fingers at Donald Trump, but no, you got to look a little closer. That man's far away from y'all. Y'all got to look a little closer.
Exactly. And he can't really control that much as like them other people. Like he can make a bill, but he got to agree between both houses.
Correct. But the change starts at a local level. The change starts at a local level.
Yeah, man. But I'm gonna speak on another topic. I'm trying to see what else we can discuss, man. But Don P, man, you speaking facts. I think a lot of us young people, we need to hear this, man. You know, because we can make a change, man. It's never too late.
Absolutely, it's never too late to change for better. I came from the bottom too, man. I came from the bottom, man. I'm a high school dropout, 10th grade dropout, and with a little bit of motivation and doing what I gotta do. Now I work. I do electronics, man. I've rubbed shoulders with engineers and people who have hold and been to school and higher places. And I'm a felon, so
Right.
that's why I'm here to tell you the truth. It's not too late, man. If I did it, you could do it. You could
Exactly.
do it, man. Now I own my own house. I'm a single father. I raise my child. I have a car. I don't need nothing. I don't buy no Jordans. I don't buy $100 jeans. I don't do none of that. I keep it regular. I keep it regular. And
Exactly. People can
and
learn from you, man.
correct.
My dad in
It,
that same predicament, man. He living good. He owned his own gym, like he's doing good for himself.
and like I said, I came from the bottom. I tried to sling. I did robberies. I did all of that shit. That shit didn't lead to nothing. It just
Exactly.
wasted my time. It just wasted my time. I came to realize what was going on when I was 30 years old. So from 20 to 30, all those years were lost. And remember, you're gonna be a lot older than you're gonna be younger. So
Yeah.
everything starts in your youth. In your
Yeah.
youth, you have to prepare for your future. You understand? Because
Yeah.
if you throw your youth away, when you become older, it's gonna become harder for you.
Yeah.
You understand? Take it from me, man. Like I told you, I came from the bottom, man. I came from nothing, man. And now I have a house. I have everything I need. I don't have not one need.
And also to them parents, when your kids get older, just don't tell them to go to college, man. Because you seeing a lot of people that go to college and they looking for a job and stuff. Tell them to own something. Tell them what they want to own. Give them some real game. Because the schools ain't really go teach them that real knowledge that they need about ownership, about what you really need in the real world. Because everybody ain't gonna be a scientist. You know,
Absolutely,
everybody ain't
absolutely.
gonna be a doctor.
That's why I say start. Start from small. Start your own business. And
Exactly.
and even if you're a little older, it's not too late because the next generation can change things, man. The next
Yeah.
generation can change. We have
Yeah.
to give the. If we ain't doing nothing with this generation, let's prepare the next generation for change.
And I'm tired of this old head versus new head stuff. Like we can both teach each other some things and get together. Like what we doing now. You're a lot older than me, and I'm young, but I'm still listening to you because you giving me the game. And I'm gonna take that game and I'm gonna tell it to the youth because that's what we need.
Correct. That's why I'm here. I'm not here for no subscribers. I'm not here for no YouTube fame.
Exactly.
I'm here to tell the youth my story, man. You can do it. You can do it. And like I said, I know it's easier said than done. It's tough. A lot of y'all out there making money, man. So there's no excuse. If y'all out there hustling, y'all can take that money and get yourself a little trade. You know what I mean? And
Exactly.
that's your startup. That's your startup. That's your startup money, man. Yeah, I need to get
Exactly.
it together, man. It's either now or never because things are just gonna get worse. Things are gonna
Yeah.
get worse.
Yeah. No doubt. So I want to talk about this topic right here. What's your thought on that whole Cardi B Offset breakup? You think it's just a whole stage? It seemed like with these celebrities, man, it's too many breakups going on. You got Dr. Dre and his wife, and it's just so much going on. Do you think they just staging this, or you think the bitter baby mamas, they trying to come out to the change? Let me hear your opinion on it.
Well, I really don't like to get into celebrity gossip, but it it was due. I seen it coming. I seen it coming. But you know, um, and plus, I think the whole Cardi B Candace Owens situation had a little bit to do with this too. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Um, So I really don't want to say much else on that. I don't want to focus on that. I focus on educating myself, not on what these celebrities are doing because these celebrities ain't got nothing for us, man. It
yeah,
doesn't matter what they do, man.
yeah.
So
Yeah, I don't get distracted from it, but I just see it for a little bit. But I'm gonna just speak on my quick thoughts of it. It's like, you know, I figure to my ladies out here, you keep on giving the man the second chance. He cheated on you the first time. It's like you should have known in the first thought not to trust him again. But a lot of these women just do it because these guys got money and stuff. You see what Jay-Z, you see what Beyonce did with Jay-Z, and it just seems like when you're on your low end, they'll try to play something dirty. But at the end of the day, my women out there, make sure you know who you dating, and my men out there, make sure you know who you dating because no disrespect to Cardi B, you know, she got a song that says she don't cook and she don't clean, and you know, that's gonna make a lot of men feel like, like I don't want to be with no woman like that, you know.
Correct. And to all the young ladies out there, man, these dudes that's out here making money in the streets and they flashing and they're doing it for themselves. They're not doing it for y'all. They just doing it
Exactly.
to attract y'all and use y'all. You know who y'all
Exactly.
need to be looking at? The nerds, the guys that are in school. They could
Exactly.
provide a better future for you than these guys in the street. These drug dealers and these hustlers ain't gonna last long. What you gonna
Exactly.
do? Have a baby, and then what they gonna do? What you gonna do when they go to jail? You know what
Right.
I mean? So
Right.
you gotta start now and focus on your future. You know what I mean? The
Yeah.
nerd, the guy that's in school, and even though he ain't hip and he ain't got the latest clothes, this is that guy that's gonna be rich when he's 30 years old. Okay?
Exactly.
Versus the guy that's gonna be in jail for hustling, doing whatever he did on the street. Okay?
Exactly.
So young ladies, please take account into what I'm telling y'all. I've seen it done plenty of times. Even myself, I lured women in with my flashiness. You know what I mean? Just to do no good, just to use them.
Yeah, I've been in
So
that same predicament too. You know,
a
like I'm
lot of
trying
us
to
has
change
a
my
lot,
ways. You know,
but a lot of us don't want to take accountability for our actions. You know what I mean?
exactly.
So
Especially
now it's
us men, we got that ego. You know, we don't like to admit our wrongs, but that's something I'm trying to work on too.
correct and it's wrong. That's why now that I got a good head on my shoulders and I could educate to the youth. So I'm here to tell y'all. I'm here to tell y'all things ain't always what it seems, man. All that glitters ain't gold.
Yeah, I got a big topic coming up. I'm gonna write it. I got another one right there, and I really wanted to speak on this one though, because this is really a big one. That said, why do the media promote a lot of negativity? Because I could look and like I'm not really the person that really cares about the views, but like when I look on my channel, it's like the views only pop up when it's like about negativity. I know YouTube like to play a lot of politics with my stuff because one minute they'll say I got this many views, and then they'll say I have no views, and they delete my comments too. Like a lot of you guys comment on my page and they're deleted. So it's like, but when you talk about negativity, they really push that. So I'm like, what is your take on that? Oh, I think Don P muted.
Now I'm
Oh,
still here.
all right.
Well, the negativity they promote is to keep us confused because we hear the news and we take the news as fact. Like if it's real, man. And we have to understand that the news ain't giving you the truth. They're painting their narrative. You understand?
Yeah,
They're telling you what they want you to believe. And
yeah,
most news corporations are owned by the same person. If you look at
right.
all the news channels, they're all saying the same thing. They,
Exactly.
so that's one flag right there. If everybody's saying the same thing, is there an opposing view? How about the other side? You
Yeah.
know? So the news is full of propaganda. My suggestion is, turn that TV off, man. Turn that TV off.
I don't
If
really even watch the news like that because they talk about the same stuff and they leave out stuff that's really important to talk about.
All right, you know where the real news is? On the bottom. You see that the news scrolling on the bottom of the screen?
Yeah.
That's where you usually find the real news. The truth or the real news, you usually find it there, not at the person that you're looking on in the screen. Because if you notice, when you're looking at this box, there's a lot of movement. There's things spinning, there's things going around, there's squares moving. That's all as part of the programming and the distraction. You're
Yeah.
looking at them while the real news is scrolling on the bottom in letters.
Yeah.
So
and no disrespect, I'm not trying to go at no platform, but like World Star, I think that's really negative, especially for like our Black and Latino community. And they really promote us in a bad image. They just show us beating each other up. They show us, you know, just down in our women, down in our men, and they entertain people with that, and I think that's just sickening. And
correct.
you don't really see white folks doing that on the
They
media
pro-
like that.
they promote violence. They promote violence against well, they show violence against each other, and that's what they promote. You see,
Yeah,
y'all want to make a change? Try to shut down that website. That's how you make a change. Because these people, as you notice, the first few videos on World Star Hip Hop, everybody started copying and doing the same thing just so
yeah,
they could get a little bit of fame. You know
yeah,
what I mean? And it's horrible. It's horrible. Sites
yeah.
like that should be banned. That's what we should
Exactly.
really be fighting for. Not about what Hassan Campbell was doing, but sites that promote negativity towards our
Exactly.
people.
And a lot of people go at Hassan, and he was saying some real shit yesterday. He was like, "We quick to go at our own brothers, but you got these upper class people that down us a lot. Like, no disrespect, but Vlad TV, he like disrespected Farrakhan, and like he just makes a profit off of us black folks.
Correct. Correct. Absolutely.
And
And
I think as us, we need to stop making ourselves look like clowns and stuff. Like fighting each other for no reason. And then every time somebody fights, somebody got to pull their camera out. It's sad, man. It's like maybe you could stop that fight from happening, because nowadays fights end up into deaths. The other person may not know how to fight. They might pull out a gun or a knife.
absolutely. Absolutely. And when I was growing up, what made men, what separated you from the rest? When you could throw your hands. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? If
Yeah.
you guys put the guns down and throw your hands, that it proves furthermore that you're more of a man than this dude if you win the fight. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And even if you win, lose, or draw, but guess what?
Exactly.
Nobody died. There's not another funeral. You get to live another day on both sides.
Exactly.
You get to
Exactly.
live another day. Because let me tell you something. You out there and you shoot somebody, you're ending your own life. You're ending
Exactly.
your own life by shooting somebody because you're gonna end up in jail. You're
Yeah.
taking their life and you're taking yours. While you could just knuckle up for 5 minutes and that's it. And everybody lives, everybody gets to go home. Nobody's in jail and nobody's in the morgue.
Yeah, like that's one thing. Like back then, we used to fight. Nowadays a lot of kids just like pull out guns and stuff. I even see on social media like a lot of kids would like put the guns on their Facebook profile, and I'm like, the feds be watching that. So it's like every time you get in the beef, the feds gonna be watching that.
To be honest, that gun shit is for cowards. It's for people who's scared to fight. People who's afraid to stand up as a man for themselves. You understand?
Yeah,
That we used to look at it as really some coward shit because it was only people who were scared that would pull out the guns and all of that.
yeah,
We was ready to knuckle up. You could knuckle up at any chance. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying, man. Y'all gotta put them guns down, man. Because when you shoot somebody, remember you're ending your own life. You're
yeah.
not only ending that person's life, you're ending your own life. You're throwing your own life away.
Not only you going to jail, but that family could retaliate and try to kill one of your family or try to kill you.
Absolutely. And if you in jail, what are you gonna do?
Either snitch or rotting in jail.
You see, when you go to jail, you're putting your own family at risk. You're putting your own family in danger. You understand? You're
Yeah,
allowing your family to be vulnerable to all these other people in the streets.
yeah,
You know? So to the youth out there, man, y'all need to put your guns down. Start learning how to fight, man. Start learning how to stay out of jail, man, so you can live another day. So you could probably grow up to be a decent man.
yeah. And, you know, that's why I didn't really get into a lot of fight. Like in high school, I didn't get into a fight at all. I just say to myself, like when I'm in high school, I'm just by myself. To be honest, like I don't fit in with groups and then. So to the lonely kids out there, man, be by yourself. It's way better, man. It's too many snakes around here that say they're your friend, but they'll snake you. That's why I learned in high school too. Not everybody's your friend, especially in the real world.
Absolutely, absolutely. Everybody's out to push their own agenda. You
Yeah.
know, everybody's out to do their own thing. So, that's why I stay to myself. I learned to stay to myself or keep only a few friends,
Yeah.
and stay away from the bullshit. Stay off the corner, stay off the stoop. Try to stay off the block, man. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
because that's where the trouble's at, man. If you ain't out there, then you out of harm's way. But when you out there, you in harm's way. And not only you, because you could be a humble dude and be on the street, but then there's gonna be another tough guy that want to come test you. You
Yeah.
understand? So that's preventative measures. If you're not there, then this guy that has a chip on his shoulder is not there to harass you. You understand? Or to take advantage of you. So it's also preventative measures. Don't put yourself in that situation. Stay out of it. Stay out of the line of fire, and you ain't gonna get hit.
But I'm gonna mute my mic. I'm gonna try to get some more people on here. But you speaking facts, brother.
Yeah, and even though I promote fighting, I'd rather have a knuckle fight than a gunfight any day. But if you don't even have to fight, that's what I'm saying. Preventative measures. If you ain't out there, then you ain't gotta fight. Then this guy ain't gonna disrespect you. This guy ain't gonna rob you. This guy ain't gonna look at your girl. You understand? But if you out there in them streets, hanging around, waiting for trouble to come to you, that's all that's gonna come to you is trouble, man.
Yeah. I'm gonna mute my mic for a minute. I'm gonna be back, Don P.
All right.
I think somebody else on the chat too. Let me see.
When I was 13 years old, my father went to jail for 10 years. So you're here, and my mother was working, trying to, make a living for us. So I was left for the streets to raise me. So I was raised by, the gangsters in the street or the hip hop artists. And it all leads to negativity because people in the street are out doing negative things, like selling drugs or robbing people or just hating other people in general when there's no need to hate another person. Exactly. So, that all has an effect on you.
Okay, I'm back on Don P. If you wanna, I got another topic. It said, "What's your plans for 2021?" I'll let you start first, and then I'm gonna go. You could start first.
Well, my plan for 2021 is surviving 2020.
True. This year been crazy, to be honest. Like it's been crazy for myself personally.
It's been crazy for everybody, man.
Yeah.
If you ain't have money in the bank, you know what I mean? It's been crazy for everybody.
Yeah, man. I really feel sorry for the people that's like getting evicted and stuff. It's like, they ain't gonna really have no place to go. That's crazy.
Correct. That's why it's important for us to band together, man. And when you look at the other black man's face, man, don't look at him as your enemy, man. Look at him as your friend and your brother. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Don't look at him as a knock. Look at him as a person who might be able to help you. Now, not everybody's gonna help you, man. There's some people out there with alternative motives.
Exactly.
But I'm pretty sure with a little bit, you know who your true friends are. And watch people's actions, man, and watch what they say. If what they say doesn't match their actions, then you already know. That's the first flag.
No doubt.
All right. Make sure that the people around you, make sure that their words match their actions. If their words don't match their actions, then keep your eye on them, man.
Exactly. Well, my whole plan, to be honest, I'm hoping this whole Corona stuff dialed down, but probably start my own brand and stuff. I do music on the side, but I'll probably like get into the entrepreneurship as well too. I want to create some. I have a lot in mind. And people that do got plans, I say keep your plans to yourself. Don't tell people your plans because you got a lot of people that hate on you and they'll say, nah, that don't work. Nah, you ain't gonna make it. Like you don't need all that negative energy. Just keep it to yourself. When the plan works, be like, yeah, that was my plan. A lot of people doubted me, but hey, they were wrong.
Correct. You can't, share your plans with strangers, man, because you never know what this person in front of you is out to bring you down or to help you out. A lot of people get jealous and feel a certain way when you headed in a better direction with them. They want to keep you on their level.
Yeah.
So watch who you be around. You know, like I said, if their words doesn't match their actions, then that's a little bit suspicious. You know, keep their eye on them. Not everybody's your friend.
Yeah. And it be sad sometimes when your family members be down on you. It's like, damn, my own blood. But sometimes it be like that, and sometimes you just gotta cut ties with them.
Yeah, you know, and I'm not saying cut ties with them. If you don't agree with what your family members is doing, you know, just stay away from them.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not saying don't talk to them or cut them
Right.
off completely because you know it's necessary to have a relationship.
Right.
Because you never know when they're gonna open their eyes. But like cutting them off completely, you know, love them from a distance. Love them from a distance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's what's breaking up a lot of families now too. Disagreements amongst family. Just because you disagree on something, that doesn't make them your enemy. It just
Exactly.
you just have a different point of view, and especially when it comes between family, you know. Um, so that separates a lot of families because they have a opposite view of you right away. You put them on the contrary. Nah, it's just that they have an opposite view, man. They still love you and everything. It's just that they don't think like you do. Not everybody thinks the same.
Yeah. And I think during these times we do need family. We definitely need to stick together and, put all the bullshit to the side. I think jealousy and envy that always messes up the family and also outsider people's. You need to stop telling outside people your family business because, they can twist stories up and, have us against each other.
Correct. Another thing, now that you mentioned that he'll say, if you hear somebody on tell you something negative about somebody else, like yo, this guy says something about you, don't approach that next person in a negative way. Like yo, I heard you was talking about me.
Right.
Stop them. Like yo, is everything all right with us? Because I heard, I heard such and such through the grapevine. Just because somebody says that this person said something about you doesn't always make it true. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So instead of right away going against this person or putting yourself at odds with this person, go talk to this person, ask them like, yo, homie, is everything cool between us? Don't approach them like, yo, I heard you was talking shit about me, blah blah blah, in an angry way, because that's the way they're gonna react. If you come at them, in an angry manner, you're gonna set up their energy in an angry manner. So if you approach it in a more calm situation, you always gotta be the better man. Yo, what's going on, homie? Let's talk real quick, man, because I'm hearing something on the street. I just want to verify if it's true or not.
Exactly.
Because a lot of people play people against each other like that. They'll go over there and be like, yo, such and such said this about you. Yeah. And certain people, without thinking, they'll be like, oh, word, this person said something about me. And right away you go at them without even knowing if this person says something negative or not,
It's like one of them French dose situations with them guys on the panel. You got to learn from that situation.
Correct. And even with that French dose situation, there's a certain person that tried to put me at odds with somebody else. But you see, the other person didn't jump on me right away, something negative. He asked me, what's going on? What's up with me and you? Right. And I told him, like, everything good between me and you. Why? What happened? And he told me such and such said blah, blah, blah. So, and I clarified the situation. And amongst men, we talk and then we could understand each other. You understand? Yeah. Now, if I would have went at this person or made a video about this person or said something negative about this person based on what somebody else told me, being that man would have been at odds.
And the guy that told you would have probably been laughing like, this is what I wanted.
Correct. He was out there laughing, looking at it like, ha, ha, ha. So, you gotta move smart out here, man. You gotta use your brain, man.
No doubt. Well, that's all I wanted to say. I got some more topics tonight. I'm gonna be back on tonight, like at 9:00, so you can hop on. But yeah, I just wanted, to hop on here, get everybody thoughts on this. Salute to you, Don P. Everybody go subscribe to Don P, man. This man speaks a lot of knowledge. And y'all can learn a lot from this man.
All right, salute to you too, man. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak, and I hope that this message, reaches a lot of people and people take heed to what I'm telling them, man. And don't throw your future away, man. Remember, when you're killing that man and you ending his life, you're ending your life too. So That's two lives for the price of one, man.
Exactly.
So think before you make the next move.
That's right. Think before think before you speak. That's right.
I'll catch you later, James, man. You be safe out there.
Salute to you, Don P. You be safe, man. Peace and blessings to you, and we out.
Peace.
All right. Yeah, man, that was Don P, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to his channel. But tonight, I'm in Chicago, so I'm up north. So I don't know how the East and West Pacific time is at y'all states, but 9 p.m. tonight, I am going live again. So y'all tune in, bro. I want a lot of people to come in. I want Phipps to come in. I want Cali 26 to come in if he can. I want even Y&D to come in. I want Cavalli to come in. I want everybody to come in, bro, because it's going down. But I'm finna leave. Hope everybody enjoy the rest of their day, and God bless.